Now we'll guide you through the general request workflow within Virtual Inventory in a few easy steps. Step 1. The search. If you're looking for a specific item within the platform, use the search option on the main page. As you can see, there are two types of searches the system user can perform in Virtual Inventory. General search, search everywhere except material number, via entering keywords or short item descriptions to get a more extensive scope of results. Material number search for items according to your material number only, providing specific results. Fill in with the search term the General Search tab and press Search to display the results. Step 2. Search results. The system will then display the results that correspond to your search request. You can see the material number, short description, part number, manufacturer, owner, further in the system seller, location, and available quantity. If you haven't found the needed item, you can create a general request or critical material request, depending on criticality, and wait until any operator answers. Step 3. Request. In the search results, you as a request handler, further buyer, see the items available from different operators. Pick the one that interests you and mention the quantity of items you want to buy in the corresponding field to cart, then press the button Add to Cart. Click a cart icon in the top right corner of the screen to proceed. In the request cart, you as a buyer need to insert additional information about the item you're going to buy. Choose the criticality level and the license type from the drop-down lists. If necessary, add any attachments, for example, a complete specification of the requested item that will help the owner identify the requested item. You can name your request group in this tab too, and press Request Materials. The request will be assigned a serial number and be accessible in the Request in the Buyer Request tab, main header menu. The system will inform you about creating the new request with a push-up notification in the top right corner. You can click it to view the details. From now on, the request will be sent to the item owner, further seller. On the left part of the screen, you will see the request details. On the right, there is a chat with the system messages regarding your request and future messages from the item owner. Step 4. Request processing. The owner, seller, will be notified that the new request has been submitted and see its details. Once the seller opens the request, the system will change its status in the dashboard from registered to received. The seller can now find the request in the Request top header menu, Sell Requests section. After checking the availability of the requested item in the selected location, the seller proceeds with the request by clicking the Process button. The seller chooses one option in the Request Feedback pop-up window, depending on whether he can sell and release the item or needs additional verification. If there are any other comments, the seller chooses Other and specifies them in the Comments field. After clicking Process Request, the status of the request changes to In Progress for both buyer and seller. The system users can track the request's status changes in chronological order in the Notification Center. After that, the request handler, buyer, contacts the seller and further discusses the payment terms, delivery methods, and other relevant details. The communication can be carried out either via the Virtual Inventory chat or in any other way convenient for both parties. Step 5. Completing the request. After delivering the needed inventory item to the buyer, the seller can finish the request in the Virtual Inventory by pressing Complete and can optionally leave any comments about the deal. During this stage, the buyer can't perform any action. All system notifications and personal messages are displayed in the chat. Once the seller clicks Complete Request, the request status will be displayed as partly completed. The system informs you, as a buyer, that the seller has finished the request. Now it's time to complete the request from your company side. Click the button Complete. After that, a pop-up window appears where you can insert the reference number for the case to track it in your internal systems. Optionally, you can also answer if this deal generated any savings, indicate the sum, and leave comments, if any, about the deal. After the buyer clicks Complete Request, in the pop-up window, it will be entirely fulfilled. The amount of NOK you indicate will be saved in your request history and allow you to access the general statistics of savings.